Today on Judge Alex. Did these ex-lovers trade sexual favors to settle a debt?
He said, you know you owe me. I said, okay, no problem. I'm gonna hook you right on up, okay? He know what I meant.
Hook me
he
up.
know.
Well, okay, I don't.
He know.
All right, he may have known what you meant, but I don't know
Okay.
exactly what you mean.
Your Honor, the sex is good, but it ain't worth $1,000.
No.
I ain't paying $1,000.
No. You see?
But she might be on an installment plan where it's
No,
paid over time.
No.
And later, things get personal with these ex-friends.
She'd be like, oh, you're getting fatter and I'm getting skinnier all the time. You know what? I did tell her that she was fat because she is fat.
That's an awfully rude thing to say. So in addition to being moody and temperamental, you're rude too.
As a cop, he stood up for the law.
If I was the cop who showed up on the scene, you'd still be in jail.
As a trial lawyer, he fought for the truth.
The only thing your story is missing is once upon a time.
And as a criminal court judge, he commanded authority.
I've locked up people for less than what you did.
Now, he has his own courtroom
This is my house.
where the cases are real
I will kick you both out and you don't follow my rules.
and justice real.
I'm giving you one last warning.
Introducing Judge Alex. Lee Wright says his ex-lover of 12 years promised to repay a personal loan, but now she refuses to hand over the money. He's suing for the $1,051. He says he's out. Lolita Williams says she doesn't owe her ex a dime, and he's only suing her because his ex-wife found out about his gift.
All rise. Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Alex Ferrer presiding.
Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Wright,
Yes.
you're suing your former girlfriend, Miss Williams, for $1,051 for a loan that you gave her to fix her car that you say she's not repaying, as well as your court costs. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Miss Williams, you claim that that was never a loan and you were never expected to repay it.
Right.
You don't owe him anything.
Exactly.
Okay, tell me what happened, Mr. Wright.
We've been seeing each other, for approximately 12 years, off and on. Her car broke down. She had an engine put in it. About 2 days later, she had problems. The car broke down again. She was left on the side of the freeway.
At this point,
Yes.
right now, are you still seeing each other? Right now?
No.
Okay, but back then, when her car
Yes.
broke down, were you living together?
No,
or
no.
You were just dating?
Right.
12 years worth of dating?
Off and on,
Okay.
long-term relationship.
Just want to test it out before you get married or anything, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
All right, so her car breaks down, what happens?
At this time, my engine went out in my car. I explained to Lolita that I'm saving the money to get my car fixed. It was about $5,400. I said, well, I have some money. I'll loan you some money, Lolita.
Is that right?
No.
No.
Yes.
He did not say it was a loan until
Okay.
the next day.
So tell me what you thought it was.
It was a gift.
Why would he give you the $1,000?
Because we was going together. At first, it was not a gift. He said it was a gift or whatever. You know you owe me. I said, oh, okay, no problem. I'm going to hook you up just like that, okay? He know what I meant.
Hook me
He
up.
know.
Well, okay, I
he
don't.
Know.
Hey.
He know.
Hey,
He know.
Your Honor.
No.
All right, he may have known what you meant, but I don't know
Okay.
exactly what you mean.
I'll clear it up. I'll clear it up.
Wait, I want to hear it's her words.
No.
I'll clear it
So
up.
what was it that you...
Because he know I didn't have the money for it.
So what did you think he meant when he said you owe me?
He owe me, y'all.
I think you're blushing.
No, because I know how.
Tell him what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know.
So let me
Anyway,
ask you then, how did you pay this off then?
She didn't pay it off.
Okay, I didn't pay it off because I was with him every day. I was out at the time.
Your Honor, the sex is good, but it ain't worth $1,000.
No.
I ain't paying $1,000.
No. You see?
But she might be on an installment plan where it's
No,
paid over time. So
No.
it might be...
No.
Have you had a chance at this point to hook him up?
He's been.
Because maybe
he's
just...
been. He actually
maybe
owes,
he's just
he
not
actually
understanding
owes,
what
he
you
actually
meant.
Owes, he actually owes me.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to put it that way. Because this is back in those. This is back. So
All
he
right,
actually
let's get
owes
back to
me.
the loan because
Okay,
this ain't
it's getting
pay-per-view.
good.
So
Okay.
let's go back to that. Okay.
So at the time he said, the next day, that's when he started saying it was a loan or whatever. That was probably back in November. In December or whatever, he never brought it up or whatever. It was, never brought it up.
So when does he bring it up finally?
Pardon me?
He brought
bring
it
it up finally?
at the end of January, which we was dating or whatever. The end of January, he popped up and said, I'm getting married. I'm like, what? You getting married?
And that's when she started acting a fool and
No, I
didn't want
wasn't
to pay
acting
me
a
my money
fool.
back.
Wait a minute. This woman who you've been dating for 12 years,
Off
all
and
of a
on.
sudden you tell her, I'm getting married, and
In
you think
1
she's
month.
acting a fool?
In a month.
Okay.
In a month.
You're lucky you don't have a knife in your
we was
back.
even-
Let me paint the picture for you, Your Honor.
Okay.
About 3 years ago, she got married. You
They
know,
ain't gotta
I didn't
do
act a fool.
anything.
You know,
They
I didn't
ain't
act a
gotta do
fool. She
anything.
said she was getting married. No problem. That's what you're gonna
They don't
do.
have nothing to
It
do
didn't
with
work out. She
anything.
started calling again. We started kicking it again.
You guys
know?
have the strangest relationship I've ever seen.
When Judge Alex returns, Victor gets caught in the middle of these ex-lovers.
The sex is good. You know. I mean,
Apparently. Okay.
Victor, would you? You know.
Don't put me in there, man. Don't.
She all right, right? She all right, right?
Let's not make Victor any offers or get him in trouble.
Judge Alex continues in the case of Lee Wright, who says his ex-lover owes him for a $1,051 personal loan.
What's the discussion about
If
the
we
loan?
could just back it up just a little bit to where when she gets her car out of the shop,
Right.
the very next night, she comes over to the house, and as soon as she comes in, you know, she's feeling good and whatnot. She got her car running, maybe had a margarita or something, you know. I don't know.
that's good to hear.
You know, but she could have got me first, and then we went and got margaritas. But anyway, I said, well, look, Lily, let's handle this first. Let's get this money thing straight. I says, I told you that I could loan you that money, but I need the money back. This is business right here. I said, I wrote out a little promissory note. She signed it.
And you're still thinking what?
Yeah, she knew right then and there
No.
that this was a loan, Your Honor. I have
we
it
were
right
going
here.
together. I wasn't even
Victor,
thinking
would you bring
about
that for me?
I wasn't even thinking he's going to jump up and say,
Jump
oh,
up?
well, anyway. I wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I signed it. We were going together. I didn't think he was going to use it against me. Been going.
It's a loan.
I mean,
it's a loan.
12 years. 12 years. I
So-
wouldn't even think about him going to even try to sue me about some
So
money.
what do you think? What do you think he intended to do with a promissory note if he's not going to use it against you? What do you think it was
Because
for?
we was friends. I mean,
So
I
he
didn't
just
even
wants your
think-
autograph? I mean, what do you think?
Pretty much.
He had you sign something that
Pretty much.
says, I, Lee Wright, loaned
And I
Lolita
didn't read
Williams $998.47 for car repair, 1998 vehicle
Right.
at whatever location. And you signed it.
Yeah.
So how could you still think it's not a loan at this? What do you
Yes,
what are
I
you
would,
thinking
'cause
this
we
is
were
for?
still going together. We even the same.
This is
Oh
in
my
November.
God.
That
Yes, that was in November.
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 And you still continue going together November,
Yes.
December, January.
January.
And,
Exactly.
and during all that time,
he
you are.
never mentioned the money at
But
all.
you're still under the impression that this is a gift.
Yes.
All right. So
You
how's
can't work that $1,000 off. No, you'd have to
No,
do flips
no, and you don't
swing.
start.
All right.
Don't even start.
So
Don't
how's
start
the
no
marriage
dinner.
going?
Pardon me?
How's the marriage going?
The marriage didn't work, Your Honor. That's a whole different story. It's a whole different story.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with any loans or
Yeah.
anything like that. I tried it, Your Honor, and it didn't work for me.
So you two are not dating anymore?
Well, I mean, after I get my money back, then I mean,
Okay.
I don't mind. She's cute, you know, and she's, you know.
I'm not disputing
the
that.
sex is good, you know.
Apparently. Okay.
Victor, would you?
Don't put me in there, man. Don't.
I mean, she
Yeah.
all right, right? She all right?
Let's not make Victor any offers or get him in trouble.
All right.
Okay. Well, Miss Williams, he's completely right. You are adorable. I've so enjoyed our time together. But the reality is you signed a note, and the promissory note says it's a loan. And as much as you may think he didn't really mean it, we're here.
Right.
So he really meant it. So you owe him the money. It's $1,050.47. I hope the two of you do get back together. You've already spent so much time on this relationship. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Lee Wright has won his case, so his ex-lover must pay the $1,050.47. for a personal loan. When Judge Alex returns, find out what really broke up these best friends.
She's very, very controlling. If she's in a bad mood, the world has to be in a bad mood because she's in a bad mood.
How's your mood today?
It's good.
Good.
I feel good right now.
Angel Teneo says she rented an apartment with the defendant, but her former friend moved out and stuck her with all the bills. She's suing for $1,292 to recover all the monies she's out. Alexandria Takeda says the plaintiff was controlling and unbearable to live with, so she had to leave the apartment. The defendant has filed a $1,780 counterclaim for an unpaid bill and the cost of breaking her lease.
Ms. Teneo, you're suing Ms. Takeda for $1,292 because you say that she was your roommate, she moved out, and she left you with all this debt.
Yes,
Is that right?
she did.
Okay, and Ms. Takeda, you say it's actually the opposite. You're suing her for $1,780 because you're saying she's the one who stuck you with the debt.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and let me hear your story.
Well, where I'd like to start is that I met Alexandria back in December. We met at our previous job. We hit it off really, really well. We started hanging out together like a lot, and we started to get really, really close. One night, she had gotten into an argument with her mom, and we decided to come to Phoenix to come and party.
And you were living where?
In Tucson.
Okay.
So we came to Phoenix like 3 weekends in a row. By the third weekend, we had decided that we wanted to move to Phoenix. We were tired of Tucson. There was nothing there for either one of us. We decided that it'd be better if we moved to the city by ourselves.
Did you have anything lined up in Phoenix, any work?
No.
You were just going to up and go. You had jobs, right?
Before we left?
Before you left?
No.
No? Okay.
No, we weren't
All right.
working.
So what were you going to do?
I sold my car.
I was going to say, where are you going to get the money? You sold your car
I sold my car.
to move to a town where you don't have a job.
Right. And we spent my money. I paid for food. I paid for the furniture. I paid for the moving expenses. I paid for the first month's rent, and I also paid the moving. Like, it was $199 to move into the apartment.
All right. So when did it stop being too perfect?
She's very, very controlling. Very controlling. Like, how much did you get paid? Oh, give me your money, and I'll do it. Just very controlling over every situation. She has to have the last word for everything. She argues for everything. If she's in a bad mood, the world has to be in a bad mood because she's in a bad mood.
How's your mood today?
It's good.
Good.
I feel good right now.
I want to make sure there aren't black clouds on the horizon we're going to
No.
deal with here. Okay. So there was really a little bit of friction.
Yes.
All right. So when did the problem start?
My sister called me, and she said she was having a hard time at home, so she wanted to know if she could come and stand. I said, yeah. So my sister
This
came.
is your sister?
Right.
What is your name?
Frankie Lorana.
Okay. So what happens?
So I told my sister that she could move up with us. She started disrespecting me. She was telling me to shut up in my own house.
That wasn't
She was
true, Your
slamming
Honor.
my doors.
Come on up.
That's not true.
All right. So tell me, Ms.
The
Lorna,
thing
what
is
happened?
that she loves to put everybody down. I understand that's her house, but as soon as I gave her money to pay the rent when we were all living there, I said that that's my house.
How much
too.
were you contributing to the rent there?
I told her I was only going to give her $100 because of the fact that I didn't have my own room.
So I'm gathering that at this point you two decided, I don't want to live in this situation anymore, and
Exactly.
you got
It
your
was
own place and you
unbearable.
moved out.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the blow up?
I'd like to get to the point. Can I?
Could you?
Yes. Okay. Well, last week,
I would like
it was
it so
2 weeks
much.
ago. It was 2 weeks ago. On Sunday we had went tubing. We had a really, really good time. So we go back, and Monday we had to go to work. Monday I woke up in a really, really bad mood, and she is right. I am moody and I am controlling, and I like things my way. That's just, I don't know. It's me, and I totally accept that. And I woke up in the morning, and
it's
they
not
were
exactly
getting
a
dressed.
ringing endorsement for like a personals ad or something,
Yeah.
Okay, but as long as you know it, maybe you can.
So they were getting
work on it.
dressed in the morning. They were in Alex's room, and I walked in and I sat on her bed, and I was like, you know what? I'm irritated today. Don't talk to me. So of course, like, I know, like, honestly, I'm gonna take responsibility for that. If I'm gonna say that to somebody, that's gonna make their day even, like, if they're gonna feel the way I'm feeling just because I'm like coming off to them like really, really early in the morning.
Is that what
And
you're
I
trying to
understood
do?
that.
Is that you're trying to make them
No,
feel the
she
way you're
didn't
feeling?
Purposely. If she's in a bad mood, she wants to make you feel bad. She's
I
the
don't
type
do
of
it
person
purposely.
She
Can I
wants
talk?
everybody to
Let her talk.
Okay, she would always put me down. Like,
How?
okay, for example, she'd be like, Oh, you're getting fatter and I'm getting skinnier all the time. And that makes me feel better.
Did you
She's
say
supposed
that?
to be my
No.
best friend.
You know what? I
She's
did tell her
supposed
that
to
she
be
was
my
fat
best friend.
because she is
No,
fat.
can I talk? Can I talk?
You know, that's an awfully rude thing to say. So in addition to being moody and temperamental, you're rude too. Is that the way you operate? Because if it is,
Exactly.
you really should address it. You need to go talk to somebody, find out why you do it.
Thank
Because there's a
you.
reason why you're trying to
Thank
make
you.
your best friend feel miserable.
When Judge Alex returns, the feud between ex-friends continues, but the judge has heard enough.
Your Honor, can I say
Excuse me,
something?
no, we're done.
Judge Alex returns in the case of Angel Teneo, who's suing her ex-friend for $1,292 for expenses incurred while sharing an apartment. Alexandria Takeda has filed a $1,780 counterclaim for an unpaid household bill and the cost of breaking their lease agreement.
Well, you're suing for a lot of things, though. You're not just
Yeah,
suing for...
there is a lot
Let
of
me
things.
go down this list you gave me. First month's rent. You're suing for that, okay? Current month's rent.
That's the current, but
All
I'm
right.
not charging her for it.
Half of the U-Haul expenses. Application fee at the apartment, fine. Gasoline, car wash, antenna for her TV, $4.32. Shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, and bathroom accessories. Why are you charging her for shampoo and conditioner? Did you buy separate? Are you guys using the same one? No.
I bought everything.
4 shirts. What are the 4 shirts?
The little muscle shirts which she put bleach on.
Okay,
Might I
well,
add, they're
you bought her 4 shirts. Okay. What's the counterclaim for $1,500? The utility bill portion of your counterclaim, I understand. The utility bill's in your name?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's her fault that's why the reason why I'm not living there. And so that's why I'm suing her for it.
But it hasn't cost you $1,500. It seems to me that what you're saying is, if in the future she breaks the lease, we're both going to get sued because I'm on that lease. And if we both get sued, I'm going to have to pay $1,500. So I want her to pay me the $1,500 now, so when she breaks the lease, I have it.
No, I wanted to break the lease now. Like, no
Okay.
longer have my name in anything to do with that.
All right, your $1,500 claim makes no sense at all, okay? I don't even know what theory you're suing under. You need to learn something very quickly because you've got a lot of life ahead of you, okay? When you leave home and you go out there in the real world and all of a sudden you've got responsibilities, okay? The landlord doesn't care if you got in a bad mood and he doesn't care if you got called names. You sign a lease, it's a contract. You have to live up to the different contracts that you sign, and it has repercussions when you break them, okay? So get over this whole petty stuff of you use more shampoo than I use, so I want you to pay it, or, you know, I bought the $4.50 antenna for your TV, so I want you to pay that, because you're going to have a lot bigger hurdles in life than this. You have all these expenses you want to claim because your friendship broke up and you're angry and whatever, okay? You can't recover a lot of these. Some of them you can, but for the most part, the only thing here that I see that you can recover, total $398. You're entitled to recover your utility bill for this month, okay? Because you're no longer living there. That's $198.
Honor, can I say
Excuse me,
something?
no, we're done. You're not going to get fair breaks in life. You're going to pay things for her and she's going to pay things for you or for other people that you cannot recover. That's just the way it is. Courts are not here to resolve all your petty issues. You're going to have to resolve those on your own. It's the big unfairness that we deal with. Here, the rent is the big unfairness. A couple of other items you should pay. Fine. That's $398 for the plaintiff, $198 for you on the utility bill. Everything else is zero. So that's a net balance to you of $200 judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Angel Teneo has won her case, but the judge has awarded her only $200, not the $1,292 she sued for. The judge has awarded the defendant $198, but she receives no compensation after subtracting the plaintiff's award.
I don't think Alex and I will ever be friends. I just don't feel that at this time it would ever work out for me and her to ever try to talk to each other again.
Yes, I am trying to get on with my life, and she's still messing with my life as we speak. And I'm just trying to move on, and
We just want her to stop.
I don't think me and Angel will ever be friends again.